Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Atlanta, Georgia. This time we're on the WCW side of things for WCW Nitro. And we're going to get started right out of the box with singles competition as Peter Moline heads to the ring right now to take on Shane Edwards. And we want to thank you all for joining us here in the LSWA's members-only content, storyline-based content here on the Legend Series channel. Thank you so much for joining us as Peter Moline makes his way into the arena. He's going to have his work cut out for him as he's taking on Shane Edwards. Shane Edwards and Sam Edwards, as of late, hasn't been able to pick up some W's as a team. Decided to go it alone tonight. As Samuel Edwards will be in singles competition against Laser Pants later on in the show. But right now, Peter Moline is making his way down to the ring, and he looks ready for a fight. Triple P is here, ladies and gentlemen, ready to go. Of course, representing the Figure Fight Club, as they have been on a tear over at the Gimmick Factory. And Moline now spits the water into the air. Shades of his mentor, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, or Paul Levesque. We call him Triple P here. Some call him a spitting image of Triple H. But one thing's for certain, Peter Moline is a blue chipper, and he can get it done in any promotion he is in. He started out in WWE, was traded for the Saponi Werewolf, Justin Booth, and Action Figure Addict, as Abby the Snake Cobra and J-Mag made a strong case for Peter Moline to join the roster of WCW, and Eric Bischoff liked what he heard. Moline right now in singles competition against Shane Edwards, who has also started out on WWE and switched over to WCW to team up with his brother, but lately they haven't been having so much chemistry. So he says he's going to have to handle this one by himself tonight in a solo match against Peter Moline. Sweetness Shane Edwards in the arena, wearing the death mask of the Death God. At least that's what he told me. And he is ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, you are being joined by the voice of the LSWA, Tony Styles. And I appreciate you all for hanging out on Legend Series Members Only channel. That means you pay the money. So thank you all for the continued support. We appreciate you greatly, and we hope you're going to enjoy this night of WCW action. As Shane Edwards now ready to go. The one thing you could say, as many times as Shane and Sam Edwards lose, they never give up, they never quit. They are always ready for the next fight. They're always ready to take on the next challenger. It doesn't matter the win-loss record, and that's one thing you can say you respect about the Edwards brothers. As Shane Edwards knows the order he's got in front of him in Peter Moline. The guy, clearly a physical specimen, no secret to dumbbells and gym weights. As Moline now gets ready here, Shane Edwards calm as a cucumber. Or cool as a cucumber, I'm sorry. And the bell is rang. Here we go. A Triple P already with a high knee. Well, to Shane Edwards. And Shane Edwards already in some trouble as the match just started here. And Moline all on top of Shane Edwards. As I said before, ladies and gentlemen, later tonight, Samuel Edwards will be in competition against Laser Pants. And in your main event, in which Dr. Rada must take on the Nature Boy Ric Flair to crown the WCW champion, as Sam D tried to hand over the belt to Rada, but Eric Bischoff not too happy about that. And Eric Bischoff said if Rada wants to be the WCW World Champion, he's going to have to earn it, and he's going to have to beat the Nature Boy Ric Flair to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, now they're locking up here. Fantastic wrist lock here. Look at this now. Peter Moline getting a little scientific on Shane Edwards right now. And ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, I want to thank you all for joining us here on the Legend Series channel. There was a lot of action to come here on WCW right now. Moline and Shane Edwards in dead center in the ring. Who's going to get the best of who? And there you go, headlock takedown by Peter Moline. He's got him right where he wants him right now. And ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, thank you so much for joining us here on the Legend Series channel. You'll remember, you get this fantastic members-only content, like the storyline-based content, as well as the Wake and Bake, every Wednesday morning at 10:30 a.m. And now they lock back up now. These two men know each other pretty well, as they have had a few matches, as Shane Edwards did take on Moline and Alpha Red at the Gimmick Factory not too long ago with his brother, Shane Edwards, Samuel Edwards. And here we go. These men really locking it in here. Shane Edwards has impressed me right now. I thought he was more of a brawler, but he is getting scientific here. He's working on Moline here. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a great day here, as this is one hell of a competition here. Shane Edwards fires off here. Now we're getting into a fight here, as Shane Edwards now throwing the fists. And look at that now, tried to go for a back elbow, but Moline smacked it out of the air. Make sure that Shane Edwards didn't get all of that, but Shane Edwards trying to stay on top of him smartly. And now back elbow by Shane Edwards as a nip up. Look at the athleticism here by Shane Edwards. Beautiful Manhattan drop, as he now body slams Peter Moline. Going to go for a cover here. 1, 2, and a kick out by Peter Moline. It's going to take a lot more than Manhattan dropping a body slam to put the big man down here, as Shane Edwards to the elbow. Look at a beautiful elbow drop off the top rope. Shane Edwards now in firm control here. Looks like he might go for a little sweet chin music. And he nails Peter Moline with the super kick. Here we go. 1, 2, and a kick out by Peter Moline. Shane Edwards not too pleased with that now, as he works over the lower back of Pete. And now going to whirl. Look at this now. Closed fist right to the face of Triple P. Shane Edwards not too impressed with the fact that Peter Moline was able to kick out of the super kick. He's very upset about that. As you can see now, he's calling for Moline to get back up to his feet here. These two men lock back up again. Now Shane Edwards going to walk him over to the turnbuckle, smash his head off that turnbuckle pad. And now chops him in the corner. Big time knife edge chop by Shane Edwards. Drops the elbow now. Really working over Peter Moline. Peter, I don't think expected this kind of fire from Shane Edwards. Maybe expected a more defeated Shane. Look at it now. Shane Edwards, beautiful plancha on a Peter Moline, puts him down. And now Irish whip off the ropes. Looked like he was going for a hip toss, but Moline was able to break it up before it was too late. But Shane Edwards now smashes his head back into that turnbuckle pad again. And another knife edge chop, as Pete has no answer for Shane Edwards right now. And he goes for a cover here. 1, 2, and Shane Edwards almost got out of here with a knife edge chop finish. I'm impressed. Let me tell you something. If Shane Edwards can chop somebody and win on a chop, he deserves to win. Now Shane Edwards going to tune up the band here. Look at this now. Wait a minute, no. He telegraphed he saw it coming up, maybe not a second time. No, he levels him with the clothesline. Does Peter Moline, and now he's going to jack Shane Edwards up quickly. And look at that strength, as he just dumps Shane Edwards over with a beautiful suplex. Going for a cover here. 1, 2, and Shane Edwards kicks out again. And now Shane Edwards unfortunately on the defensive here, as Moline now. Beautiful double-A spine buster. He might be setting up for that pedigree maneuver right now. Gonna put Shane Edwards down. Here we go. Shane Edwards might continue his losing ways, and there's the pedigree. That's gonna do it right there. 1, 2, and Shane Edwards kicks out. Not tonight. Moline in a state of shock right now, screaming to stay down, as he now locks back up here, puts him up in a fireman's carry. And of course, he's going to stun gun Shane Edwards across the ropes. That has become a regular move here at the LSWA, as now Triple P can hit those ropes and kicks Shane Edwards right in the mouth. That'll definitely knock some teeth out, as now Shane Edwards is on the outside as Moline now staying right on top of him like a rabid dog. And he's coming over there. Now Shane Edwards mule kicks him right off, trying to get a breather here. And now Edwards going to walk him back into that ring. As I said before, Shane Edwards desperate for a win. And I got to tell you right now, he's impressing everybody here in this arena. And I'm sure he's impressing the brass backstage. And look at this now. There you go. Shane Edwards really taking it out of Pete Moline, but Pete Moline sees it coming. Is he going to go for a power bomb here? What is this about? Drops Shane Edwards right down in a power bomb. One. And kick out at one. Shane Edwards on a complete instinct. Just kicked out at one. Has no idea where he is right now, as Moline now going to wrench that neck. Try to get Shane to tap out. Maybe hyperextend a couple vertebrae. Now really going to work over that hand, as he is now stomping the hand of Shane Edwards. Now Shane Edwards slow to get up to his feet now, as Moline is in firm control. Going to walk Shane Edwards, give his taste of his own medicine as he slams him off the turnbuckle pad. And now picking him up, we might see a superplex here from Peter Moline. This match, what an opening contest at WCW Nitro, and beautiful superplex by Pete Moline. Moline's got him right where he wants him. Look at this now. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Shane Edwards is in some serious trouble if he gets back suplexed here on the apron. Oh, Jesus, back suplex right on that apron. That's going to work over the lower back pretty good here, as now Moline drops a knee to the back of the neck. Really working over the back of Shane Edwards. Making sure. Oh, look at that, right into the steel stairs. Really going to try to make sure that Shane Edwards can't kick out of the next pedigree he hits. As he now rolls Shane Edwards back into the ring now, right behind him. And is now going to quickly go for a cover here. Smart move by Peter Moline. 1, 2, and a kick out by Shane Edwards again. And now, wait a minute, going for a pedigree this time. Shane Edwards telegraphs it and clotheslines Moline down to the canvas here now. Shane Edwards trying to fight back, but no. They're going back and forth here, and another spine buster by Peter Moline, and he's setting up, I think it is, for another pedigree, as Shane Edwards is in deep trouble here, and he nails another pedigree. That's got to do it right there. 1, 2, and a kick out again by Shane Edwards. What a match you are seeing to open up Nitro right now, as Moline furious with the referee. Look at this now, firing hammer fist right to Shane Edwards and drops him right down to the canvas. That is definitely illegal. And now in big time knee. And a big elbow by Moline, now really working over Shane Edwards. And Shane Edwards might be in some serious trouble. I think this might do right here. Look at this now. Oh, now and an insult to injury, just punching Shane Edwards' lights right out. And I think if we see a third pedigree here, this will have to do it here. And no, Samoan drop instead. And still continuing with the fists right to Shane Edwards. Man, Peter Moline seems to be very angry right now with Shane Edwards, with his resilience and testicular fortitude coming through. And now slams his head off that turnbuckle pad. But Shane Edwards now firing back here. Beautiful crossbody. Just puts Moline down, giving him a little bit of a breather here. As now Shane going to the second rope, begging Moline to get back up to his feet. And beautiful Huracan Rana by Shane Edwards. And wait a minute now. Shane Edwards tuning up that band. Will he nail the chin music? Wasn't able to nail it the first time. Nails it this time. He's got Moline down. Could this do it? 1, 2. And there is your winner, Shane Edwards. Shane Edwards, the winner here tonight. And wait a minute now. Shane Edwards trying to be a sportsman, going to try to shake Peter Moline's hand after a goal. Look at this. What a disrespectful son of a gun Peter Moline is. Not wanting to have any of the respect that Shane Edwards was trying to ask for, as he was impressed with this opening contest. And you should be too, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I am Tony Styles. Welcome to WCW Nitro, presented to you by the LSWA. I know we're a little late, but better late than ever. We got a hell of a card for you tonight, as Rowdy Riles is in action against Alondra Blaze for the WCW Women's Championship. Tony's Figs will defend his television championship against Frankie Stacks. And the Witch Doctor Rada takes on the Nature Boy Ric Flair for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. All this and so much more when we come back on Nitro.
To quote the Raven, nevermore. And after we fight, I'll never have to deal with you again. You saw what happened to Blake Tarpley. Now you're coming after my belt? I think not, son. I think not. Oh, I heard J-Mac and Abby are looking for a fight. Well, I mean, Woody will be happily obliged them. It'll be good to meet Abby in the ring again. He's a good fighter.
Welcome to Figure Fight Club, where collectors come to play. Discussions from relevance to hot toys shaped by collecting weight. Pour a drink for yourself, collect your thoughts. Join us on this journey in action-packed talks. In the club, the fight is on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any drink will do. In Figure Fight Club, we welcome you. Welcome with the front, with the front, Welcome with the front, with the front, Raise your drinks up high and let's cheers. You're among collectors and like-minded peers. From stores to conventions, we take you backstage, exploring figures from modern day to the Stone Age. In the club, the fight is on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any drink will do. In Figure Fight Club, we welcome you. Welcome with the front, with the front,
And we are back. And you just saw the commercial for Figure Fight Club, and then they're going to head to the ring now. You just heard the WCW United States Champion, Jeff Areno. As Abby's not too happy, he lost the Gimmick Factory Championship to Jeff Areno. Called him out in a tag team match now with his tag team partner, J-Mac, as they are the WCW Tag Team Champions.
Snake and Super Smooth J-Mac, the Club.
And you heard it right there, the club is here. WCW World Tag Team Champions. They didn't like the fact that Abby was gotten by Jeff Areno for the LSWA Gimmick Factory Championship. So Abby called him out and said, go get your tag team partner, Woody Triple Deuce. And let's lock up here tonight in a tag team match. As J-Mac and Abby are here, the Figure Fight Club. You can catch the Figure Fight Club, of course, every Friday, 9 p.m. over on his YouTube channel, as he interviews all the latest people in the toy industry, as well as toy photographers, cosplayers, you name it. Abby does it. As now he awaits his tag team opponents, and here you go, you heard it. Woody Triple Deuce, Jeff Areno, Morningwood on the way to the ring. You know what they do when they come to the ring. They hand out those THC-friendly snacks. Jeff Areno, of course, leaving the LSWA Gimmick Factory Championship backstage, as this is WCW Nitro, and he does not need to carry that belt here. That is, of course, a choice made by the wrestler. LSWA tells them you don't have to take the title if you don't want to, but you can if you want to be a walking billboard. Abby, of course, opted to take it with him. Jeff Areno said, no, don't worry, keep it safe here at the Gimmick Factory. I'll handle business on Nitro with my buddy, Woody Triple Deuce. And they are here ready to go. Jeff Areno dancing, and this crowd loves every second of it, as Woody Triple Deuce throws his THC-friendly flapjacks. It is proven to get this crowd in a much better mood, if you catch my drift. And look at this now. I think Jeff Areno had a couple of those flapjacks before he headed to the ring here, as he is floating on cloud 9 right now. He's got his work cut out for him because he's got the WCW Tag Team Champion standing across from him. Look at this now. J-Mac not at all impressed with Morning Wood, as Jeff Areno shows no intimidation. And here we go, walking right to the center of the ring. Does both men here. And look at this now. J-Mac, beautiful neckbreaker to start off this tag team contest. And Jeff Areno might have bit off a little bit more than he could chew, as J-Mac is definitely no slouch here. He's about 6'7", 200 plus pounds. He is a solid man. He can get it done. That's why Abby made sure to draft J-Mac first to the Figure Fight Club. And here we go. Abby going 1. Jeff Areno, of course, kicks out at a 1 count. Jeff Areno not playing any games. Finally, those American flag pants make sense, as he is your United States champion right now. Taking out Booker T, the five-time WCW World Champion. Of course, Booker T brought some prestige and honor to the United States Championship, and Jeff Areno plans to do just that, and then some, as he continues to carry it very proudly. And here we go, J-Mac with a beautiful splash here, 1. And again, a kick out at 1 by Jeff Areno. Let me tell you something, Jeff Areno has a hero-sized heart, and it takes a lot to put this young man down here. And a big splash by J-Mac, and that might do it. I'm no professional wrestler, but I know when a move like that will take out of you, as J-Mac now lays in the lumber here with those elbows, trying to make sure that Jeff Areno walks out of here a little less than he did when he came in. And now as he wrenches the neck and slams him off the canvas, and it slams his arm off the canvas. J-Mac now showing no mercy onto the United States champion right now. Irish Whip in the corner. We might see our first tag team maneuver here, and in comes Abby. And here we go. Beautiful reverse 3D. Putting Jeff Areno down, going for a cover here. And again, kick out. Not even at 1. Jeff Areno absolutely fired up here tonight. And beautiful back elbow by Abby the Snake Cobra, the leader of the Figure Fight Club. As now Jeff Areno makes the tag to Woody Triple Deuce. As of late, the Figure Fight Club have been trying to sway Woody Triple Deuce their way, and Woody will not have it. Woody says he's a lone wolf. He only helps Jeff Areno because they're buds. Same way with Frankie Stacks. You know, if you ask him to help you out, he'll do it. But he doesn't have no loyalty to any faction or any group here, and he still won't do it. Maybe that's rubbing the Figure Fight Club the wrong way, as here they put the boots right to Woody Triple Deuce. As you know, on Saturday night's main event coming up this weekend, Woody Triple Deuce will be in action, as well as the Figure Fight Club and Jeff Areno. 1, 2, and a kick out by Woody Triple Deuce this afternoon in the locker room. Abby the Snake approached Woody Triple Deuce about joining the Figure Fight Club. Woody Triple Deuce laughed it off, tried to be as nice and respectful as he could, as they look at this now. Kick right to the face. What a maneuver by the Figure Fight Club, as they call that the open mic night. You can catch the open mic night every Tuesday, 8 p.m. over on the Figure Fight Club YouTube channel. Nice clothesline by Woody Triple Deuce. You can catch Woody Triple Deuce's channel on YouTube. You can catch great shows like The Basement and Posing Figures. The young man, very talented. Look at this now. What a maneuver by Jeff Areno and Woody Triple Deuce. You better catch Jeff Areno's channel as well. Nice DDT, Gutbuster, combination 1. And a kick out by Abby the Snake Cobra. As I said, you can catch Jeff Areno's channel, and it's Just Jeff's YouTube. There he plays video games every afternoon, some retro games, some current games, whatever you want. He's got your niche. And here we go, another Irish Whip, beautiful tag team wrestling. Nice double shoulder block by Morning Wood. As now Woody Triple Deuce, the legal man here, going to try to work over Abby's leg here with a nice Indian deathlock. Drops him down, trying to snap that knee right out of its socket. And now another Irish Whip. We might see another tag team move here. Here we go. Beautiful tag team wrestling by Morning Wood. Irish whip now goes Obby the Snake. Beautiful back elbow now. Really working over Obby the Snake as Jeff Areno now goes for a cover here. 1, 2. And a kick out by Obby the Snake at 2. What a match right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is LSWA's Nitro. We are slowly doing away with the WWE, WCW brands and just calling it Nitro and Raw. Because, of course, they are under the LSWA banner. And now look at this now. Beautiful drop kick by Woody. Drops Obby the Snake Cobra to the outside. And look at this now. Jaw-jacking and punches J-Mac right in the face. Maybe really had a problem with that offer that they gave him in the locker room earlier today. As he now goes right after Obby the Snake. Woody Triple Deuce seems to have a different look in his eyes as he looks a little angry, maybe have snapped. Look at this now, what a neck breaker on the outside, really working over Obby the Snake Cobra. Tosses him right into the guardrail, yelling, "I'm not joining your group." Really taking it to the Figure Fight Club right now is Woody Triple Deuce, and Linda Jeff Areno is saying, "Woody, calm down, Woody, calm down." Woody has had enough with their offer. Look at this now, Telly, take your offer and shove it is basically what he just said there. And now Woody's turned his attention to J-Mac as I think Obby the Snake might get counted out. He did, he just got counted out, but Woody's not going to stop me. Look at this now. DDT's J-Mac right on the apron. And let's see some of these replays. Jeez, Woody has lost control here as Jeff Areno now trying to calm him down. As you're seeing some of the replays here. Look at that splash by J-Mac. What a match here. Woody Triple Deuce snapping. I guess maybe they kept saying, join our group in that ring. And Woody was like, enough is enough. And really, look at this neck breaker here on the outside was really the difference maker. And I think that's what did it for Obby the Snake as Jeff Areno and Woody Triple Deuce do some dancing. Here comes the trombone. As now Jeff Areno plays us a tune here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here at the LSWA. We appreciate you for hanging out with us. You got to be a member to watch this kind of content, so we appreciate you for being a member. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself as much as we enjoy giving it to you. We got so much more to come. And ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you, I'm excited for the main event as we will crown a new WCW champion as Rada tried to pull one over on everybody by taking the title from his disciple. But Eric Bischoff said, absolutely not. You're going to have to earn that title, young man. And you're going to have to do it tonight against the 16-time world champion Ric Flair. And when we come back, we will see that in your main event. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. As now, look at this now. Tony Sfigs attacks the ref by accident, trying to get over on Frankie Stacks, who now hits him with a beautiful springboard DDT. And ladies and gentlemen, this is for the WCW World Television Championship. Tony Sfigs and Frankie Stacks came out here during the break. And this match is now already broken down. The ref is completely knocked out as these two men have now started the match here. As Frankie Stacks now got Tony Sfigs in a headlock as Tony Sfigs decided to put his WCW Television Championship on the line against Frankie Stacks here. He said he's not going to be like Yo-Joe Jerk. He is going to defend the WCW Television Championship every week that he has the title, and we are highly impressed with that, as Yo-Joe Jerk never said he wouldn't defend the title. Yo-Joe Jerk had some commitments that he had to handle or was willing to fight as much as he could, but Yo-Joe Jerk will be more in action as the weeks come. I can promise you he will be back in that title hunt. I can promise you that much. Beautiful dropkick by Tony's Figs. Puts down Ayo Frankie, now going for a cover here, 1. And Ayo Frankie now just gets the kick out. Ayo Frankie now debuting on WCW, becoming a full-fledged member of the WCW roster. As he now working over Tony's Figs, has an opportunity of a lifetime here tonight, could become the WCW television champion. And he drops Tony's Figs right off the apron to the outside here. As he now works over Tony's Figs, but Tony's Figs has been highly impressive since the start of the LSWA. Has been racking up wins, but no bigger win than the one on Slamboree when he was able to take out Yo-Joe Jerk and become the television champion. And I'm being told that he would even be willing to defend the WCW Television Championship at Saturday night's main event this week. And you'll see that, obviously, on the live section of the Legend Series channel. 1, 2, and a kick out by Frankie Stacks. And ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all for hanging out here. Wait a minute now. Tony's Figs going for that patented shoulder breaker. Nails the shoulder breaker on Ayo Frankie. What's he going to do now? He might be going for the pin here. Thought he might be going for that corkscrew elbow. 1, 2. And a kick out by Frankie Stacks. Luckily just got that shoulder up. Frankie Stacks fully aware of what is on the line tonight and wants that WCW Television Championship. Now, Jesus. Tony's Figs now works over Frankie Stacks here. And now look at this now, firing shots off at Frankie Stacks. And now look at this now. Tony's Figs now taking Frankie Stacks to the outside. Look at this now, beautiful. What a superplex by Tony's Figs. Completely takes out Ayo Frankie. As he is now going to walk him over to the ropes here. What's he got planned? And Frankie Stacks just able to break out of it. And now Irish whip into the corner. Frankie Stacks now, nice clothesline. Throwing him to the area. Look at this now. What a blockbuster maneuver by Frankie Stacks. Going for a cover here. 1, 2. And a kick out by Tony's Figs again. What a match right now, ladies and gentlemen, that you are seeing. Beautiful DDT by Frankie Stacks. Stopping him. Frankie Stacks might have the day here. He might be able to get out of here as the champion. What a splash. Turned in midair. Go for a cover. 1, 2. And a kick out by Tony's Figs. What a match you are seeing right now, ladies and gentlemen. As Frankie Stacks smartly staying on top of the champion. And big time neck breaker. And now clothesline. Another clothesline by Tony's Figs. He trips up Frankie Stacks here. And now Tony's Figs going to the top rope here. Yeah, we might see a beautiful maneuver. What a maneuver by Tony's Figs. And he is now measuring Frankie Stacks. Gonna put him in that shoulder breaker maneuver again. Drops him down. This could do it right here. 1, 2, 3. It is over. Tony's Figs is your winner, ladies and gentlemen. Able to score the big time victory here on Frankie Stacks, as you're seeing the replay right now. Really took it to Frankie Stacks. There you saw the flatliner right there. Ladies and gentlemen, this maneuver, thought it was rare right at, but now Frankie Stacks has really impressed us since coming to the LSWA. Has shown quite the fighting spirit. And something tells me that this young man will be back when the time is right. Look at that blockbuster maneuver. The athleticism of this kid is highly impressive, as he had the opportunity of a lifetime tonight to become the WCW World Television Champion. Look at it, in midair, turn, frog splash, as he nailed it on Tony's Figs. I thought this would have done it, but Tony's Figs able to get out of it. Come here, firing back with these clotheslines. Tony's Figs has been, like I said, highly impressive since his debut here at the LSWA. And look at this maneuver as he nailed it on a Frankie Stacks. And then, of course, the shoulder breaker maneuver that he has put away so many people, including Yojo Jerk, to become the champion. Uses it right here in his first title defense to retain. Highly impressed with Tony's Figs, ladies and gentlemen. He is your WCW television champion for a reason. He is now proving it week in and week out, as he said he will defend this title whenever it is needed, as he is a fighting champion. Highly impressed with Tony's Figs.
Do you hear that crowd roaring? You can barely hear me over it. You want to know why they're cheering so loud? Because I was just informed that I'm getting a WCW Women's Championship match with Elantra Blaze, and the crowd seems to want it just as much as I do. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go out there, put blood, sweat, and tears on that mat, and I'm going to pin her for 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to walk out the new WCW Women's Champion. And anyone else that wants to come for it, they're welcome to try, but I'm going to hold on to it for dear life and make it a title worth aspiring for. So you know when Rowdy Riles gets in that ring, it's going to be a good show, and I'm going to do my best to come out on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And you can hear the music. You know Laser Pants is on his way to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight Laser Pants will go one-on-one with Samuel Edwards. This past weekend at the Gimmick Factory, the Edwards brothers fell short of the 3 POA. Sam Edwards said to his brother Shane, hey, if you want to handle solo action against Peter Moline, I want to handle Laser Pants one-on-one. Shane Edwards is successful in his match. Let's see if Samuel Edwards can have the same luck that his brother had. As Laser Pants takes his time getting to the ring here. He's been having some success as of late with his tag team partner, Zook Kanan, who will be in action next week. In solo competition, I'm being told, we'll be fighting Tony's Figs for the WCW Television Championship next week on WCW Nitro, or LSWA Nitro. As right now he awaits, his friend Laser Pants awaits Samuel Edwards, and there you go, you hear the music. Sam Edwards gonna hit the ring, vibe out. You can see the fire blazing. Here he comes, vibing out.
Weighing in at 185 pounds.
This crowd loves Samuel Edwards, the Vibe Master. He is here. Telling everybody to relax and toke up, smoke up. Maybe you'll wake up. As he is now heading to the ring, but Laser Pants is screaming some obscenities at the ring at Samuel Edwards. As Sam now taking in, wait a minute, he's taking off that shirt and jacket, that hat, and Laser Pants time to get his ass in the ring, and here comes Sam Edwards as this fight now immediately starts right now. The ref trying to get some order here as Laser Pants screaming over the top rope with enough with this bull crap. This dancing to the ring, and Sam Edwards said, you want to dance? Let's dance. And now look at this Laser Pants, beautiful float over, trying to go for DDT, but Sam Edwards telegraphs it And nice clothesline by the Vibe Masters. He is now waiting for Laser Pants to get up to his feet here. And now firing off some shots there. Look at this now. It's going to be hard to pick the power advantage here between these two giants. As Laser Pants, a very big man. But Samuel Edwards, no slouch himself. Is the referee able to break that up? And now overhand shot by Laser Pants as they lock right back up. Laser Pants now tosses Sam Edwards down to the ground. Tell him he's going to have to take this a little bit more seriously if he thinks he's going to get a win over him. Sam Edwards might have come dancing to the ring, but he knows when the bell rings, it's time to put up or shut up. And Laser Pants may be thinking it might be time to shut Sam Edwards up. But right now, Sam Edwards has a hell of a hammerlock on Laser Pants here. He can't get out of it. Now look at this now, tripping him right down to his face. Put him right down face first. He's going to try to walk him to the turnbuckle pad, but Laser Pants firing shots in the midsection there and breaking it up. But no, look at this now. Sam Edwards might be on a different level here tonight, as he seems more focused than ever. And he is now going to the top rope here, begging Laser Pants to get back up to his feet here. Nice clothesline off the top rope by Sam Edwards. This is a side of Sam we haven't seen in quite some time. One. And a kick out by Laser Pants. Samuel Edwards knows, as I said, when the bell rings, it's time to fight. But Laser Pants wanted to fight before the bell even rang. Laser Pants came here because he knows he has some stuff to prove. You gotta stack the dubs here at the LSW. Look at this now, Mandible Claw. He calls it the doobie. Sam Edwards putting the doobie on, locking the doobie on. Maybe locking down Laser Pants here for the count. 1, 2. And Laser Pants just kicks out at 2. Sam Edwards. Sam Edwards now, wait a minute, measuring Laser Pants here. Now wait a minute, gonna double arm DDT Laser Pants. Sam Edwards fired up here tonight on Nitro. 1, 2, and a kick out again by Laser Pants. Laser Pants showing his true resilience right now. Member of the 3POA wants to go home with a W, but Sam Edwards is a man possessed tonight. Seemed focused in the locker room when he was talking to his brother. And now shows up ready to go here. And look at this tomahawk chop. Got Laser Pants before he can even get up to his feet now. Beautiful neck breaker. I mean, Laser Pants never had an answer. It seems that he fired up a monster. He's woken up a demon here inside Sam Edwards as Sam Edwards continues his all-out assault on Laser Pants. Look at this now, punching Laser Pants right in the head. Samuel Edwards now stomping him out. Look at this now, Sam Edwards using his old boxing techniques. As Laser Pants just trying to get a little fancy here with a beautiful pin maneuver, but kicked out by Sam Edwards. As now Sam ducks again, now kicks to the shins, he kicks to the quad areas. And now the doobie, he locked the doobie back on, he's got the doobie. He's put Laser Pants to sleep. Hit him with that indica strain. Here we go. 1, 2, and there is your winner, Samuel Edwards, pulling out a big-time victory. A decisive victory over Laser Pants. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Edwards, we haven't seen this side of the Vibe Master in quite some time. Maybe this is what the Edwards brothers needed to get back to their winning ways. What a showing by Samuel Edwards. Highly impressed with Samuel Edwards as he gets the win here tonight over Laser Pants, and can now, him and Shane can go home and celebrate as they will head on to the Gimmick Factory this Sunday. And who knows what's in store for the Edwards brothers this Sunday at LSWA Sunday Morning Slam. As of course, this is a pre-record, and this happened after Saturday night's main event. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Tony Styles. As I told you before, what a night Saturday night's main event was. As you saw, Many things happen. Tony's Figs is 2-0 in the title division. And we thank you so much for those super chats that helped us build up what a Saturday night's main event that was. But LSWA Sunday Morning Slam is proving to be in hell of a night as we're going to crown a ton of champions. We'll talk about that on Sunday. Up next, Rowdy Riles versus And ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
For one fall, and is for the Women's World Championship.
And you heard it is here for the Women's World Championship. And you know that theme song. It is time for Rowdy Riles to head on down to the ring and grasp the brass ring as she takes on a friend and mentor in Elantra Blaze. Rowdy Riles, since coming to the LSWA, has made one bold proclamation that she will have gold around her waist. Tonight is her opportunity to become the WCW Women's Champion. And we are about to find out if that happens. As you know, if you watch Saturday night's main event, you kind of know, as this is a pre-record. But let's suspend our disbelief and let's have a good time as Rowdy Riles is going to take on a veteran, long-time worker here at the LSWA, Elantra Blaze, as she heads to the ring, your WCW Women's Champion. And now she takes on Rowdy Riles for the Women's Championship. Rowdy Riles, as I said before, made bold proclamations. She said that she was going to become a women's champion and she was going to take the women's division to the next level. The question is, can Rowdy Riles be a woman of her word? Will she take the women's division to the next level? In order to do that, she's got to get beyond Elantra Blaze here, who has had a stronghold on this title for quite some time here. As you know, at Slamboree, knocked off Sugarfoot the Violator, which nobody saw coming, not even this commentator. And there it is. That's what's on the line right here, ladies and gentlemen, as we get the big match introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Virginia Beach, Virginia, Rowdy Riles.
Rowdy Riles fired up.
Tampa, Florida, the Women's World Champion, Elantra Blaze.
Elantra Blaze, your women's champion, has been for quite a few months here. As like I said, has knocked off some of the best that the LSWA has to offer. Has been one hell of a fighting champion, but now she finds herself against a new challenger, Rowdy Riles, who has the opportunity that she has been begging for. So here it is, kid. It's time to capitalize. Can you do it? The bell rings, and here we go. Elantra Blaze coming right out, firing off a kick. Rowdy Riles quickly locks up. Does not want to get into that kind of match. And Elantra Blaze, as you know, she has educated feet. Can kick your head right off your shoulders. But wait a minute now. Rowdy Riles, beautiful reversal here. Got her locked up in a waist lock. As you know, Elantra Blaze, scientific is the name of the game. Can Rowdy Riles rely on the old chain wrestling maneuvers here? As she now locks her up in a hammerlock. You're going to have to stay six moves ahead of your opponent here in order to get the advantage when the titles are on the line, the only way to win is to make sure you think ahead. There's a beautiful kick right there. Levels Riles. And now going for what looked like a camel clutch maneuver, but Riles was in the ropes. And now Elantra Blaze waiting in the wings. Gonna try to put Riles down here for the count. Riles walks her over to the corner. Puts her in there. And the referee breaking it up here. Riles might be getting a little overzealous here. And she now chokes Elantra Blaze in the corner there. Gotta be careful, could get disqualified. You keep doing that kind of maneuvers. Slams her out of the corner in a power bomb. Going for a cover here. 1. And a kick out again by Elantra Blaze. As I said before, was able to knock off the 7-foot monster, Sugarfoot the Violator. Nobody in the company saw that coming. I don't even think Blaze did. And was able to get the job done. The question is, can she do it again here tonight on Nitro as Riles is to the top rope. What an elbow! Drops right across the top of the neck. That might do it. As Riles now waiting. Irish whip off the ropes. And no, a mid-ring collision there. And another leg lariat. Dropping Riles. And now going what looks like for a Boston Crab. She got her in her lanky Yankee Lobster Boston Crab wherever you stand on. Riles quickly reversing out of that. Using the leg strength. And now Mule kicks her right off again. And now Riles going to what looks like a submission hold here. She had it locked in, but Blaze, very crafty ring veteran, knows how to break out, knows how to reverse all those holds. Double axe handle to the back now. Blaze just using the old school tactics. 1, 2, and a kick out again by Rowdy Riles. Rowdy Riles has been very impressive as of late. The Gimmick Factory working over Kitsune, and look at this choke slam. As of late, hasn't been so lucky. Lost her Hell in the Cell match at the Gimmick Factory, but now finds herself in a Women's Championship match as she goes for Shining Wizard and levels Elantra Blaze. That could do it right there. 1, 2, and a kick out by the Women's Champion right now. What a Women's title match you are seeing on Nitro right now. Riles trying to stay in control smartly. Knows what she has to do to get the job done. As she now goes to the top rope here, we might see another one of those elbow drops. No, she wants Blaze to get up to her feet. What a crossbody now levels Elantra Blaze. And Rowdy Riles now stomping on the face of Blaze. Now look at this. Oh, I thought we were going to see a tequila sunrise. Instead, she locks the arm instead of the leg. But Blaze, as I said before, crafty ring veteran now clotheslines Riles. Another clothesline. What a leg lariat. Drops Riles down. And now look at this. Monkey flip tosses Riles right into the air, right on her with Keister. And now Riles getting up dazed and confused. Blaze might be going for it all right here. Irish whip off the rope. And there it is. Elantra Blaze nails it and slams Riles head off the canvas. 1, 2, and a kick out again by Rowdy Riles. Highly impressive by Riles tonight. As she finds herself in the match of like, what a German suplex spinning combination. 1, 2, and a kick out again by Riles. What a Women's Championship match you are seeing here on WCW Nitro. As Blaze trying to work over the leg, trying to find a weakness here. Goes for a big time elbow and nails it. Goes for a cover here. 1, 2, and a kick out again by Riles. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. You can only see this action if you are a member of the Legend Series channel. As now, Elantra Blaze continues to work over the leg of Rowdy Riles. Going for that leg kick again, but Riles telegraphs it with a beautiful DDT maneuver. And now waits for Elantra Blaze to get back up to her feet. Another choke slam. Drops Blaze right on her head. 1, 2, and a kick out again now by Blaze. Rowdy Riles can't believe it, and now looks furious as she kicks Blaze down. She might be going for that Shining Wizard. Nails the Shining Wizard. This might do it right here. 1, 2. You have a new WCW Women's Champion. It's Rowdy Riles. Welcome to the show. Let's go back to some of these replays. What a match to crown a new Women's Champion as Rowdy Riles put it all on the line as you see this elbow drop. But Elantra Blaze would not go down without a fight. Look at this choke slam. As they gave it all they had. Elantra Blaze has been a fighting champion for quite some time. It took 2 of those big-time Shining Wizards to put down Elantra Blaze. And your new WCW Women's Champion, Rowdy Riles, officially now exclusive to the WCW brand, the Nitro brand. Rowdy Riles is now the WCW Women's Champion. And I am sure she said she will take on all comers. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tony Styles. Thank you so much for joining us. Up next, we have another debut, a young man by the name of Daredevil Dave. So we're about to see fantastic cruiserweight action when we come back. And ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and here we go. Cruiserweight action. Juventud Guerrera headed to the ring now. Hoovy Juice. The Juices lose here on Nitro. As you are hearing the familiar music of the Cruiserweight legend, Juventud Guerrera. He is here ready to go. But you're going to see a debut by a young man by the name of Daredevil Dave, who was signed exclusive to the WCW brand when Justin Booth and Action Figuratic left. And here we go. Daredevil Dave's music is hitting here in this entrance. What kind of theme song is this?
And his opponent from Montgomery, Alabama.
Oh, wait a minute.
170.
The Daredevil theme song. Daredevil Dave is here. He is ready to go. He looks like a superhero. He is in the house, ready to go. Daredevil Dave. What a song. You saw the ad right there. You can head over to that young man's Instagram, YouTube that made the theme song. Give him a subscribe. Tell him Legend Series Wrestling Alliance sent you. Tell him we thank you for giving us Daredevil Dave's theme song. We appreciate it. As now we have one-on-one competition between Daredevil Dave and Juventud Guerrera. That's right, I rolled those R's. And here we go, nice kick by Daredevil Dave. As he is now trying to work over Juventud Guerrera. Look at this now. Oh, well, what a maneuver. Flipping DDT. Drops Juventud Guerrera. Ladies and gentlemen, this match just added minutes ago. As we now await the main event, which is Rada versus the Nature Boy Ric Flair for the WCW World Championship. As Juventud Guerrera's got a hell of a headlock locked on Daredevil Dave right now. And Daredevil Dave, I don't know how he's going to get out of this. Look at this now. Beautiful reversal here by Daredevil Dave. Locking the key lock right on to Juventud Guerrera. And now going to work Guerrera down. Fantastic technical prowess shown here by Daredevil Dave as he works over Guerrera. And now trips him down and slams him down to the canvas. And beautiful elbow drop by Daredevil Dave. We'll just start calling him Triple D for short. What a standing shooting star press. This guy is faster than a hiccup. And he will get the job done fast. A nice drop kick drops Guerrera off the canvas. And look at that. Drops down, no problem. This kid is fast as he is now exclusive to the WCW Cruiserweight division. Rey Mysterio Jr. better be watching this closely and realizing that there's a lot of people breathing down his neck. As now Daredevil Dave works over Juventud Guerrera. And a drop kick to the back of the head by Daredevil Dave. Highly impressive. With his, look at his standing moonsault, highly impressed with this kid's debut right now on Nitro. Eric Bischoff smartly signed this young man before WWE could get to him. And now Dave working over that leg of Juventud Guerrera. He's got to try to utilize or neutralize Guerrera so that he can't hit him with that 450 splash. 1, 2, and a kick out by Guerrera right now. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Legend Series members only storyline based content Nitro right now. We apologize for the late start or the late week late, but it's here. Better late than never. I'm sorry. As you will get Raw this week and Nitro next week. We might be doing it week to week, one show a week. As that might be a little easier for me. And here we go. Guerrera now going to jack up. Daredevil David slams him right down. What a beautiful maneuver by Hoovy Juice. Hoovy now kicking him right in the face. And drops. Daredevil David goes for a moonsault but misses it. Daredevil Dave smartly rolls out of the ring quick. This young man is fast. Knew it was coming. Drop down here. Leapfrog. Look at this athleticism. But caught. Trying to go for what looked like a front drop kick. And Guerrera saw it coming. And now Hoovy Juice, what is he about to do here? Look at this maneuver. What a maneuver by Juventud Guerrera. Going for a cover. 1, 2, and a kick out again by Daredevil Dave. What a great match this has been. This is just added as Daredevil Dave officially signed with WCW just moments ago. Look at this 450 splash by Juventud Guerrera. That's got to do it right there. Sorry, Daredevil Dave. 1, 2, and a kick out by Daredevil Dave. What a beautiful maneuver and fantastic resilience by the debuting Triple D here. Look at this now. Irish whip off the ropes and a kick right to the chest. And now Guerrera working over Triple D here. And no, I don't mean dive-ins, drive-ins, and dives. I mean Daredevil Dave here. As Dave now going to walk Guerrera over to the ropes now. Now wait a minute, what are we going to see? What is this now? Look at this maneuver. Reversed by Guerrera. I think Guerrera saw what was coming there and was able to hang Daredevil Dave up in the ropes now. And wait a minute, Guerrera drop kick right to the face of Daredevil Dave. And Dave is lucky he's wearing that mask to protect him. Just rolls right out of the way in time. And now locks up with Guerrera. Irish whip off the ropes. Drop down. And goes for a beautiful maneuver there. What a insane flipping power slam. And now Daredevil Dave to the top rope. Beautiful frog splash by Daredevil Dave. And now Dave is waiting for Guerrera to get up to his feet. Flipping DDT again. And now kicks Guerrera right in the knee. And wait a minute now, setting up for his finish here. The finish here, the boom! The devil kick right to the face. 1, 2, and Guerrera kicks out. What a match right now. This is the kind of cruiserweight action you can expect from WCW. And you hope WWE can deliver, and I bet they can with Justin Booth and Alpha now. Whoa, what a kick! And another standing shooting star press by Daredevil Dave. And now look at that, going to work over the arm. And now the knee, look at this now, just working all the extremities. Is Daredevil Dave as he's going to try to wrench that arm right out of the socket. And now Daredevil Dave begging Juventud Guerrero to get back up to his feet. As he now goes right to the top rope. And what a crossbody, drops Guerrero down, goes for a cover. 1, 2, and a kick out again by Juventud Guerrero. What a match you are seeing here on WCW Nitro right now. As he's got him in a Fujiwara armbar trying to snap it. But Guerrero, look at that beautiful reversal, and now he's punching him right in the face, just trying to break the hold. And now Guerrero back up to his feet. Now look at this now, Guerrero displaying some kind of power, and he drops him right across the ropes. Guerrero trying to nail that 450 again. Get out of here with a win. And now drop down. Leapfrog by Guerrero. And look at that, trying to go for a pinning hold, but Daredevil Dave saw it coming. And now Dave going to the second rope. And a frog splash off the second rope, going for a cover here. 1, 2, and another kick out by Guerrero. Daredevil Dave can't believe it. He's in a complete state of shock. And now is going to go for that devil kick again. Nails it again on Guerrero. Going for a cover here. 1, 2, and what a debut for Daredevil Dave. Scores a big-time pinfall victory over a cruiserweight legend, the likes of Juventud Guerrero. As you are seeing some of the replays here, what a match. Just made moments ago before we came back from commercial break. Daredevil Dave just signed exclusively with WCW, and Bischoff said, get your ass out there and let's see what you're made of. And hell, he showed us what he is made of. What a debut match by Daredevil Dave. Welcome to the WCW brand, David. It's good to have you here, young man. I am proud to say this young man is going to rep the WCW brand quite well. This is going to be highly impressed with this kid, and if you are not, there is something wrong with you. But he is here, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in the booth, and I am being told that the Witch Doctor Rada has something to say. He ain't too happy. Sam D handed the belt over after he defeated Vince Steele for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. Handed it over to his vicious leader, or his ferocious leader, or his fearless leader, whatever you want to call him. Rada graciously accepted, showed up to the Gimmick Factory with the WCW Championship, and Eric Bischoff was furious, immediately stripping him of that belt, saying, if you want to be the champion, you're going to have to defeat Nature Boy Ric Flair. Well, let's see what Rada had to say.
Bischoff, what the hell? The gloriously diabolical Sam wins the WCW title. The Voodoo Temple has gold, finally. And then your slimy ass strips it away. Brings Ric Flair into this shit. Man, the Voodoo Temple is so pissed. So pissed. But it's okay. You want a war, Bischoff? We can go to fucking war. Flair, you should have stayed the fuck out of it. Dirtiest player in the game, you about to meet the deadliest player in the game. Your ass is mine. Bischoff, I know what the fuck you up to. We're watching. We're lurking. The Voodoo Temple ain't forgot this shit, man. We fight. You pray.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is your main event to crown a new WCW World Heavyweight Champion. The Witch Doctor Rada heads to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, he believes that he is the rightful owner of the WCW World Championship as his disciple Sandy has handed the belt over to him. But Eric Bischoff says that's not how it's done here at WCW. And put in front of him the 16-time world champion Ric Flair, and he smashes the clock. Oh, and the fireworks go off. As Sandy's ready to go. Rada is ready to go. As he is now heading to the ring. He's got the opportunity that he was supposed to have at Slamboree, but he opted to take out Lex Luger, the total package, in a Hell in a Cell match, and left the title to Sandy, and Sandy did just what he needed to do, winning the title for the Voodoo Temple. But Eric Bischoff gonna make sure that Rada earns the belt, and Rada just feels that Ric Flair will be just yet another soul fed to the Joe Boo Tony Fox. But what will the Nature Boy have to say about that when he comes out to the ring in just a moment? And there you hear it! The Nature Boy Ric Flair's music is playing here in Atlanta, Georgia. And here he comes, the 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. As you know, the leader of the Four Horsemen this afternoon told Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard to not worry, as he will handle business tonight and become a record-setting 17-time World Heavyweight Champion. The question is, can he get through the Witch Doctor Rada? As of late, the Witch Doctor Rada has put out Sting, Scott Hall, now Lex Luger just added to that list. Will the Nature Boy be the next list, the next victim of the Witch Doctor's path of destruction to the WCW World Heavyweight Championship? We are about to find out right now. Nature Boy looks to be in great shape right now. As they ring the bell, and out comes the Witch Doctor with a beautiful shot right there, immediately attacking the Nature Boy. The Nature Boy knows that this ain't going to be scientific. This is going to be a straight fight, as he is taking on the monster, the Witch Doctor, the phenom of WCW, the demon himself, Rada, as he is now ragdolling the Nature Boy, maybe playing some mind games here. And look at his headlock takedown, beautiful by the Witch Doctor Rada. Listen, religious beliefs aside, Rada is a hell of a worker here at the LSWA. Could very well be the WCW World Heavyweight Champion if he just earned it the right way. He didn't have to ask Sandy to give him the title. He had the opportunity to fight Vince Steele. He chose Lex Luger in the Hell in a Cell. But now he finds himself against the Nature Boy Ric Flair, who uncharacteristically goes to the top rope here, begging Sandy to get up. And what a tomahawk chop busts Sandy wide open. Flair stomping over and now dropping a knee, trying to work over Sandy right now. Look at this, now smashes his face off the canvas. Everybody knows the prestige, the abilities of Ric Flair, and what he would bring to a 17th title run. But right now, I gotta tell you, I'm interested to see what power possessed by the Witch Doctor. I am curious to see what a Witch Doctor title run would look like. As right now, Rada has Ric Flair right where he wants him. Gonna put him up in a second power bomb. Instead, throws him over his shoulder and drops him right across the top rope, hangs him out to dry, literally and figuratively, and now rakes the back as he is now working over the Nature Boy Ric Flair Irish Whip and a big flapjack. God bless you, producer. As Rada now walking over to behind Ric Flair. Going to the top rope here. What's Rada got planned? Double axe handle, drops the Nature Boy like a sack of potatoes. And now the Witch Doctor Rada going to lock up Ric Flair. Ric Flair tosses him over to the top rope. Ric Flair trying to get a breather as the Witch Doctor Rada was in firm control of this match. And now Flair goes to the top rope and double axe handle nails Witch Doctor Rada right between the eyes. And a low blow by Ric Flair. Smartly move, the dirtiest player in the game, living up to his name. Hits the low blow and trying to keep Rada down before it's too late. Tosses him into the pole. And now working over the Witch Doctor here, Ric Flair in firm control. This is the advantage that Ric Flair was looking for. Ric Flair wants to get out of here as the WCW champion for the 17th time. And the Witch Doctor now tossed him back into the ring. Flair needed that, needed to get to the outside to take the advantage here. And now going for a cover one. And a kick out by the Witch Doctor. I thought that might have done it right there, as Flair really took it to him on the outside, got full advantage of the Witch Doctor. Look at this now, the Witch Doctor needs the ropes to get up, and Flair immediately notices that and works right over here. Look at this now, Flair drops the Witch Doctor now again, working him over here in the corner. What a main event you are seeing here on Nitro right now to crown a new WCW champion. 1, 2, and a kick out again by Rada. What resilience by the Witch Doctor. This man truly undead. There is nothing that could keep this man down. And look, he mule kicks Flair right off. And oh, wait a minute, who's going for that choke slam? He's got Flair. He's going to choke slam Flair. He drops Flair. He just dropped Flair. 1, 2, and a kick out by the Nature Boy. And Rada can't believe it. As now, wait a minute now, Rada gonna walk Flair over to the corner and slam his face into the turnbuckle. Might have busted him wide open. Can't see right now. As wait a minute now, Rada slams Flair down and is now gonna go to the top rope here. The big man begging Flair to get back up to his feet. Big time clothesline. And now wait a minute, the Witch Doctor. The Witch Doctor gonna choke slam Flair again. This might do it. We might have a new WCW champion. Rada choke slams him. Wait a minute. 1, 2, and oh my God, dark days are upon us, ladies and gentlemen. The Witch Doctor Rada is your new WCW World Heavyweight Champion, and Flair trying to shake the hand of Rada. And Rada smacks his hand away and tells him, get the hell out of his ring. And I'm just using the clean version of what Rada just said, as Flair and the rest of us are now in the era of the dark side, as Rada is now your new WCW World Heavyweight Champion. There it is, made official. Ladies and gentlemen, I shudder to think what's coming here at WCW. Dark days are truly upon us, and I am worried. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tony Styles. This has been WCW Nitro. We appreciate you for hanging out. We appreciate you for being a member. Thank you so much. Please hit that like button if you haven't, and get ready for next week when we come back at you with Raw and Nitro. And of course, catch LSWA Sunday Morning Slam every Sunday, 12 Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. where all the LSWA roster goes head-to-head. Brands be damned. I am Tony Styles. This has been WCW Nitro. Have a great night.